Fans of gospel music know Andria Johnson as one of the most powerful, soulful voices of our time. Her rise from the winner of Sunday Best to a Grammy Award-winning gospel powerhouse has inspired millions. But behind the spotlight, there have been struggles, controversies, and moments of deep pain. And now, at 42 years old, her son has finally broken his silence about the truth behind his mother's life, her battles, and the woman fans don't always get to see. Cut to a montage of Andria singing, crying in interviews, and performing at churches. Andria Johnson has never hidden her imperfections. She's raw, honest, and completely unfiltered, something that has made her both loved and criticized. From public struggles with alcohol, to emotional breakdowns, to frustration with church leadership, she has walked a path few gospel stars are willing to openly show. But while the world has seen Andria speak up for herself, her family, especially her children, have mostly remained silent. Until now. Cut to soft music. Andria's oldest son, after years of watching comments online, whispers in church communities, and questions from fans, has decided to finally tell his side of the story. He says people see the singer, the preacher, and the headlines, but not the mother. And the world needs to understand who she truly is behind the scenes. He begins by explaining what it was like growing up with a mother whose voice could fill arenas, but who was also fighting demons that the world didn't always understand. He talks about nights when she would come home emotionally drained from ministry, judged harshly by people who expected perfection. He describes moments when she cried not because she was weak, but because she cared too much. He says that while fans saw the headlines, he saw a woman trying her best, for her kids, for her calling, and for her faith. He admits it wasn't always easy. But despite everything, he never doubted her love. He wants the world to know that Andria wasn't just fighting public pressures, she was battling private storms most people would never survive. Fade out. Fade in with tense music. In his message, Andria's son opens up about the hardest years of their family's life. He recalls the period when his mother's drinking became a public conversation. Fans, church leaders, and critics all had opinions. But almost no one stopped to ask how the children were handling it. He says those were the years when he learned how heavy judgment can feel, especially when the church, a place meant for compassion, became a courtroom. Cut to flashback-style visual. He remembers sitting in church pews as whispers echoed around them. People who once praised her voice now predicted her downfall. And through it all, Andria felt pressure to keep going, to sing through pain, to minister while broken, to smile when she needed help. Her son reveals something he's never shared before. There were nights when his mother would break down at home, not because she couldn't handle the criticism, but because she felt the church should have been her support, not her enemy. He recalls hearing her say, "If I fall, help me up. Don't push me down further." Her son says those struggles helped him understand something adults often forget. Pastors, singers, and gospel stars are people too. They hurt. They struggle. They fail. They need grace just like everyone else. He explains that people expected his mother to be superhuman, an anointed vessel who never makes mistakes. But while she was ministering to the world, she was also trying to raise her children, deal with fame, and recover from emotional wounds people never saw. He says the church sometimes forgot that ministry is not a performance, it's a journey. And sometimes the journey is messy. He expresses that instead of being shamed, his mother deserved prayer, support, and understanding. And while many fans stood by her, there were just as many who acted like she was no longer worthy of the platform God gave her. Her son makes a bold statement. "The church didn't fail my mother because she sinned. The church failed her because they forgot how to love." Cut to soft piano music. He says that despite the pain, his mother continued to sing, continued to show up, and continued to worship, even when her heart was hurting. And to him, that is what makes her strong. Fade out. After years of struggle, heartbreak, and public criticism, Andria's son says something changed. His mother decided